This is Sheila Arthur. His favorite website is hassle-free-cashflow-investing.com.
Any type of financial investment comes with its own set of vocabulary and jargon, and it's super important that you know that jargon so that you can apply it to your personal situation and your personal life. So we're going to go through some very interesting financial concepts that you can, once you know the vocabulary, you'll be able to discuss with other investors. Once you have the vocabulary for something, you'll be able to apply it into your own personal financial strategy. So we're looking here. This is the cash flow quadrant that Robert Kiyosaki teaches. Here is where most people are starting as an employee, and here is the small business category where it's you're self-employed, you're working for yourself, but you're still trading your own time for money. This half of the quadrant over here is dependent on time, and your time is what it's dependent upon. Over here is the business quadrant, which still takes time, but it's other people's time. Other people's time. So you have employees that are working and creating revenue for you so that your time is not invested trading time for money. Down here is investing, and investment is where your money generates money. And so in hassle-free cash flow investing, what we're looking for is minimizing the amount of inputs of time and maximizing the outputs of dollars and other people's time. And that's a really important thing. So when we're looking at the basic concept of return on investment, ROI, return on investment, for that return on investment to go higher, we have a nominator and, above and below the division sign, okay? So below the division sign, we have the inputs. What are you putting into the project, right? So money is an obvious one, plus time. That's an obvious one, plus skill, right? Plus knowledge, plus all the other intangible 7 resources that we talk about, the other 8 essential resources that we talk about in Hassle-Free Cash Flow Investing, 8 Essential Resources video. So, and the above is your profit. So, to figure out return on investment, you need to take your profit divided by all of the inputs that you put in. Most people mistakenly just figure money divided by money, and that's not true, right? If you're spending a lot of time, you've got to put a value on that time, a value on your skill and your knowledge and your relationships, etc. Everything that you're putting into a particular deal, sometimes it's just emotional cost, right? If you are a very experienced investor, oftentimes when you do a new investment, the emotional cost is very low. Someone who's a brand new investor could do the exact same deal and the emotional cost would be very, very high. So if you've got high emotional cost relative to the same profit, your ROI goes down. So let's look at it. It's an inverse equation. As the amount on the bottom goes down, even though the profit stays the same, your ROI goes up. And so at Hassle-Free Cash Flow Investing, what we're trying to help our clients do is invest less time and money and get the same amount of profit, which makes the return on investment substantially higher. Okay, so when you're comparing apples to apples, it's super important that you don't just take money divided by money equals ROI, because that's not going to get you the right thing. Realize that at Hassle-Free Cash Flow Investing, you've got to account for the investment of time or the lack thereof. So if you can make $1 profit with no time invested, or $1 profit with 10 hours invested, obviously it's better to make that same $1 profit with no time invested.
Help me go to hassle-free-cashflowinvesting.com.